All right, so today I'm here with new calculus teacher, Miss Avila, and we're going to be asking her a few questions about her life before uni and how she ended up here. So, what was your life like before uni?
So I am from California, born and raised, and so I actually never lived outside of California before coming to Illinois 2 years ago. So I went to a state school in California, and I did major in math with the intention of becoming a math teacher. I know some uni teachers don't necessarily plan to go into education, but I did. I wanted to be a high school math teacher, and then I moved to LA to go to UCLA for my teaching credential and my master's in education. And I taught in LA Unified for 6 years before I moved here. So the reason I moved here is my husband goes to the medical school here at the university. Yeah. And so I was doing some stuff online while I was here the last 2 years. And then job opening came up here at uni. And so I jumped at the chance to come here.
So on the topic of like living in LA prior to this, do you find like Champaign-Urbana like boring in comparison?
I think it's definitely a preference. I prefer big cities, so personally, yes. But I know it could be a lot worse if we were in a smaller town in the Midwest. But yeah, I definitely miss California a lot. I miss LA a lot. I miss big cities for sure.
Yeah. And like big cities, you said you taught in a high school in LA, right? I assume it was a much bigger high school than this.
Actually, not too significantly bigger. It was about 700 students. So, yes, double the size of here. But there's some high schools that are 2,200. So that was small for LA.
Do you think you want to like work in a high school like this size, the size you worked at, or maybe even bigger in the future?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think I like the small sizes because I think I get to know the students a lot better. I get to know the staff better. It just feels more family-like rather than being so large that you don't really get to know everybody. So I like small school sizes for sure. I would like this. I think between this size and the school I was at in LA, 700, I think that's about the size I would want to stay at.
Okay. Is there anything you like about uni or maybe even dislike about uni in particular?
First off, I actually really love the small size. I really like how we get to know people better and I get to know the students a lot better, and even the small class sizes. I really like that it's associated to campus because I feel like we have a lot of opportunities and resources with working with like faculty on campus or other things. So that's been really nice. I actually really love the students here as well. I think a lot of students are really curious and really have a lot of passion for learning, which is really exciting to work with too. I also really like that we have a lot of autonomy as teachers in the classroom to teach how or what we want to do, and that they're very open to us experimenting with how we teach and what we teach while here. So that's been really nice as well.
Yeah, you say experimenting. What do you mean exactly?
Just like, for example, my calc students know I'm trying out a design thinking project, which I've never done in calculus before. And so I don't know if I necessarily would have been I probably would have been allowed at my old school, but I think I would have had to go through a few more hurdles in terms of telling my head of the math department or telling an admin that I wanted to do this project, whereas here I just let the head math teacher know that, I want to try this, and she's very supportive and gives me resources. And so I think just having that ability to play around with what I teach and how I teach it.
Sounds great. So seeing as you're here because your partner's in med school, do you think like you could see yourself staying here for a long time? Or is this more like a stepping stone on your overall journey?
So I personally would love to stay like at a place like uni, but because he's going into residency soon, I don't know how much longer we'll actually be here. So unfortunately, I think it's out of my hands how long I actually get to stay here.
Okay, well, I hope you enjoy your time teaching here.
Yeah.
Thanks for the interview.
All right, thank you so much. Appreciate it.